Lucky Mermaid. It's my 1-year anniversary here on YouTube, and I wanted to make a little video as a thank you so you could learn a little bit more about me. I live at the Jersey Shore, as you may know, and it's an island surrounded by water, excellent for psychic energy, and it was devastated by Hurricane Sandy. There was 48 inches of water in my neighborhood, and 20 of that was inside my house. My house got torn apart, and through much to-do and consternation, it got rebuilt inside. And I've been living here for 2 years with my youngest son and my dog, Jack, who you hear snoring in the background many times in the videos. I have 2 boys. My oldest son, I'm very proud of him. He starts college in the fall. He's an author. He's publishing his first novel this summer on self-publishing on Amazon. He's a musician and an actor. He plays the piano, the violin. He composes music. He's very talented. I'm very proud of him. My younger son, Daniel, he is brilliant. He's very funny and a great all-round person to be around. He's a very happy guy. And he may be a scientist or a teacher or possibly a police officer. That's unknown at this point. My background is I was a pastry chef for 22 years. I graduated from the Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park, New York, and I've owned 2 pastry businesses. My first pastry shop was a wholesale business, actually, in Long Island, New York, and my retail pastry shop was also in Long Island, New York, back in the early 80s, long ago. And 14 years ago, after my youngest son was born, it was just too much to continue with the pastry chef work because it's very demanding, a lot of hours. I needed to be with my 2 little boys more, and I decided to develop my psychic ability, which I had since I was a child. I had many psychic experiences and started studying it on my own for many years, all the way up until my late 30s. And then I decided maybe I should take some classes. And I went to a local college, a community college, and took psychic development classes, many different types. I've had private coaching by a well-known author and medium, and I had private one-on-one mediumship coaching with her years ago. I did so with much encouragement from my psychic development teacher and my friends. I decided to change my career and start working with people by doing psychic readings. I did them for many years online and on the phone and also in person. And I had another website prior to this one several years ago that was called Positive Path. That site is no longer up and running. And I decided to start the Lucky Mermaid in May of last year and posted my videos to YouTube, not knowing that they would take off quite the way they did. People ask me about my guides. I have a team of guides. I know they're my ancestors. I know some of them are my father is one of my guides, and other relatives that I knew in this lifetime. I also have ancestors that are my guides that I never met. They're part of my team, as well as some spirits that I maybe knew in a previous life that are now my spirit guides. They usually refer to themselves by how many of them are with me. So when I go to do readings on YouTube or on in person, they'll tell me their number. Usually for many years it was 3, then it was 7 for a long time. Now it's 8, sometimes it's 9 or 10. So it just depends on the day. I really truly enjoy my work. I love talking with people, and I'm appreciative of people letting me get a look into their lives and trying to help them sort through the things they're going through and hopefully give them some insight that can help them. I want to say thank you so much for watching my videos and also for following me on Facebook and Twitter. Please subscribe to my channel. That way you will be able to be informed and notified of any new videos I'm posting and any other new and upcoming changes and developments to my channel. So again, I want to say this is my happy 1-year anniversary on YouTube, and I'm sending you much love from the Lucky Mermaid. Thank you. Hi Aries, I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for June 2015. This month I laid out the Rainbow Tarot spread for you and pulled an additional card from Tony Carmine Salerno's Angels, Gods, and Goddesses deck. The first card you have in your reading today, Aries, is the Chariot. And the Chariot is a card to me that symbolizes having to make a decision or a choice. This could be also involving travel. This card could also indicate travel. I hear you're getting some kind of new lease on life, Aries, and starting over. I'm hearing starting over. And I hear there's part of you that wants things to be systematically changed, one thing after another. That's what they're saying. And I feel in some ways, Aries, some of you Aries feel like you can't compete with the big boys, but you're going to, or you should do it. I mean, it's kind of a funny thing there. It's like, I feel like you want to be on the forefront of change and out in the front, but I feel like you're resistant or fearful or not sure you want to do it, or holding yourself back in some way, or having some kind of reservations in some way. I feel that some of you are going to take off and settle down in a new community. I also hear the words a farming community. So obviously that's not going to apply to all of you Aries out there. But I don't know how soon that is, because I feel distance of time to that statement. So I don't really feel like that statement about moving to a new community, or for some of you a farming community, I don't feel that that's in June. It could be for some of you, but I really feel like that had some more distance of time to it, that message. And I feel that you're going to reap a lot of benefits and rewards from things that you've been doing. I do feel some of you Aries are getting ready to take some big giant steps, or big leaps comes up here. I feel many of you are getting some plans in action, like mapping out the destiny or plans of your future, or what you want to do. Different endeavors. It could be in anything. Some of you, it's going to be in business and what you want to do for a job or work-related projects. For some of you, it's your home or family. Or your family life. For some of you, it's combined together. It's both. But I get you, like, thinking a lot about the future, mapping plans out, like, really, but it's a lot about focusing on the path of your destiny, Aries. So it's not some small or minor thing. And the Chariot is a major arcana card. It is not a minor card. And I do feel some of you are going to be giving it a shot. That's what they're saying. Giving it a shot and trying something new. So I do feel for some of you Aries, you're getting ready to step outside of your comfort zone, even though if you don't feel like you should be on the forefront playing with the big boys or whatever they said there. I get that you're going to give it the old college try. You're going to give it the go and, and do it and see how things work out. So that could be so many different things here, Aries. I could sit here and write a book of all the things that could possibly be.
I do feel that there's a great deal of pressure put on you about some things and these decisions in particular, but I do feel that you are going to get past it, that you're going to deal with the pressure and you're going to be able to succeed, excel, and get past it. So that's good news, Aries. I'm happy for you. Now, I please don't shoot the messenger. I really hate this card for you, but I shuffle these cards many, many times and say Aries over and over and over again, and I can't control what comes up. But this is not a pleasant card. I'm sorry. Your other cards don't look bad, but you do have one here I don't like, and you have the Ten of Swords. Now, the Ten of Swords to me is a card that symbolizes this could be being stabbed in the back or betrayed by someone. It can also indicate if someone in your life is, passes away. And I've gotten criticized for that before, but whatever my guides say, I repeat. So if you don't want to hear any messages that might be, not positive, I can't, I feel like I can't just give rosy readings. I mean, I want to, but and that's, I don't want to ever say anything bad. But if I pick up that somebody's going to pass, I have to say it. So I don't really know why this is here yet, but it could mean betrayal, or it could mean somebody passing, or having recently passed, just recently. I hear you have to give up and let go, that nobody is holding you back but you. Many of you may have gone through some real aggravating situations with people and circumstances that just really turned your stomach and created a lot of unhappiness or problems for you in your past. And I feel that it went on too long and you've held it in your energy field too long. So some of you Aries out there could really benefit from aura clearing, chakra balancing, Reiki, any other kind of energy work. There's many kinds that I'm not really, knowledgeable about to name here. But I feel that some of you are holding some old things in your energy field that needs to get cleared out. If there's any of you that has a death in the family, now or soon or recently just happened, I feel that you knew it was coming. So there is a possibility, but it's marginal. I don't feel like this is for of all the Aries across the board. There is a small portion of Aries. I am picking up that somebody that wasn't well in your family, or somebody you really cared about in your life that was not well, passing. And it could very well happen in this month of June, or maybe it already just happened. And I'm going to bring up something here, and, some people that are knowledgeable about astrology could correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to tell you something I've seen in my own life. And I do have to tell people, I am not an astrologer. I'm a psychic medium, but I do have a big interest in astrology since I was 12 years old. I'm now 53, so I've had my chart done a multitude of times by many different astrologers. I do follow it. I'm not an expert on it by any means, but I'm going to tell you what I have seen during Mercury in retrograde. I had, out of 5 people, well, let me think how many. My mother, my father, my best friend, my uncle, and I feel like I'm missing one. So out of 4, oh, yes, my psychic development teacher, who was also a hypnotherapist. He was an awesome man. So out of those 5 people, 4 out of those 5 all died in Mercury in retrograde. And we're in Mercury in retrograde right now. So, and it goes direct, I believe, on the 11th of June. I'm not saying, don't get paranoid, all you Aries out there, that, oh my God, is somebody I know going to die? Or, whatever. I feel like if that happens for you in this time frame I'm talking about, because I'm actually recording this during the very beginning of Mercury in retrograde, but you're not hearing this until June 1st or May, 31st. You knew this was coming with this person. This was somebody that was not well. I don't feel it was an unexpected passing, but that's very marginal. What comes up first here off this card is you carrying things over in your energy field from disruptions that have gone on for you in your past that need to get cleared out, that have energetically clouded your thinking, clouded your emotional field, and has held you back in some ways where maybe you don't think it is. So just note that that's what comes up first with this card. You may also have some Mercury in retrograde issues come up here with this card, that some old people or old situations from the past may come back and rear their head to kind of haunt you a little bit in this time frame of Mercury in retrograde, or in June, early June, or in the month of June. But it's not something that is going to stick, but you may have to look at it and revisit it again, like it comes back up again. And these would be things that you would have found aggravating, or like distortions that have been created by other people, verbal distortions or disruptions, things that weren't really settled properly or finished, unfinished business with work or projects, or unfinished business with people, could rear back up again right now. So really that's why this card is showing up. The part of somebody passing, as I say, it's very small. Now, crowning your reading today, Aries, you have the King of Swords. And the King of Swords to me is a card that symbolizes an air sign male. This would either be a Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. That could be their sun sign, their rising sign, or their moon sign. And the King of Swords is somebody to me that has a very keen mind and keen intellect. They're a good guy to have on your team because they've got laser focus, or they're good at getting to the root of issues, problems, sorting things out. They can really they can pick out a bad penny in a pile, or finding the needle in the haystack. That's the kind of person they can be. They can be somewhat strict. Sometimes they can be a real taskmaster, drive people forward, or kind of critical. They can be critical thinkers and critical with what they have to say and do. With what they say and do. On the negative side, they can be prone to scattering their being mentally scattered and forgetful. And they could also be, kind of like cause some trouble. Like they can maybe not be truthful, because usually truth is an issue with the King of Swords. They're either searching to get the truth. Like they make great detectives, great private eyes, great police detectives. They can search for the truth and ferret out the truth, or they could be operating from the negative side of the King of Swords, where they are not truthful. So just depends on what King of Swords you're dealing with. And again, as with the Knights, this also could be a female, but it is coming up here as a king. I do feel for some of you, this is somebody that kind of has it out for you and wants to see you struggle a little bit. And for some of you, I do feel this is somebody from the past. Again, that's coming up. So it could be an ex-husband, or an ex-boss, or an ex-boyfriend, or if that doesn't make sense to you in love and that it would be male, then it's female. Then it's would be a female queen, queen of swords here. But I do get, I feel that there's a little bit of an axe to grind here with this guy, with you, and he sort of wants to stir something up or stir some kind of trouble up. That's what I pick up first off of this card. The thing is, if you can avoid talking to him or dealing with him or going down any kind of memory lane with him at all, if he's somebody from your past, I would avoid him at all costs if you can. because I feel he just takes you down a negative road or that you really don't need to travel down. You don't need to revisit any negative things from the past, and I do feel that's part of the reason he's showing up here. For some of you, I do pick up that you're going to get an interesting opportunity to study outside of the country. It could be to work outside of the country as well, but to me, it comes up first as study outside of the country. So this King of Swords could be showing up here because he might be giving you that opportunity. So in that regard, I feel like he's positive, but he's not going to be the same King of Swords for all of you. So that's the king coming in that's in the positive sense. He does come in, though, again, I pick up the negative king, where I feel like he feels like you owe him something. And this could be property, money, work from you, something. For some of you, he's been in trouble with the law. He's somebody who's had problems or trouble with the law in the past, not necessarily right now. I do feel some of you are going to give him what he wants and send him on his way. So I feel like some of you are just going to do that to get rid of him and be done. He's definitely somebody that seems to know how to push your buttons here. I feel some of you are really a little muddled up and confused about, you don't really know what to make of him. Because I feel some of you may look at this king and feel like you have respect for him in some ways, and that you're not really sure what you make of him. So it's a bit confusing about which King of Swords this is for you. If you've been somebody looking to study something, I feel scholarship funding could come in from this guy. Funding or scholarship funding could come in from this guy. So, wow, this King of Swords is definitely coming up I feel like he's either a good guy or he's not. So, I hate to do that to you there, but that's how he's coming up, one or the other. Now, in your next card in the layout, Aries, for this June 2015 reading with the Lucky Mermaid, you have the Lover's card. And the Lover's card here is a card to me that symbolizes two people in a passionate embrace that are very in tune with each other's needs and are it's almost like kismet, meant to be in a chemical kind of sense where you really are in tune with each other, and you have a lot of empathy for each other, a lot of sensitivity and caring for each other. Now, because there's an angel in the corner, I know I've talked about this before. You're probably tired of hearing me say the same things over and over again because you listen to me. If you listen to me every month when these cards come up, I say the same things again. Here you see the angel in the top corner there. That could indicate somebody or something that's creating a disruption here to the couple, like an interference, an outside interference. Now, that could be through work could be interfering, your kids could interfere in the relationship, an ex could come back in and interfere with the relationship. It could be anything could interfere, but not always. Sometimes that angel's blessing it. So it just depends really what's around it. And in this layout, you've got the King of Swords on one side of the card, and the card you have after it is, which I'm going to jump to just to explain my point, you have Nine of Rods. So in between it, I have to listen what they say, but if you look at these cards together, it doesn't look to me like the Lover's card is having a good time of it here between these two, because this card, Nine of Rods, is a card to me that symbolizes being prepared and ready for battle and also being suspicious of someone. It can be that. So you got the Lovers in between these two, but let me hear why it's here. I do feel like there's a real sweetness and caring here with someone. I feel like you're connecting with somebody with a real sweetness and caring kind of way. And this would be in romance, not just somebody. I feel it's romantically. However, I will say I feel some reason the Lover's coming up here to indicate about some of you opening up a new business. So some of you Aries, if you're on the threshold, just getting ready to open up a new business, I feel the Lovers here is coming in here to show me that or to talk about that. I feel for some of you, it's also coming up to show that you are ready to seek out some new romantic adventures. So if you're, in a relationship and you're tired of being in it and you want to get out of it, I feel that some of you are going to be seeking romantic adventures outside of your relationship. For any of you single Aries, I feel that if you haven't been seeing anybody or dating anybody, I feel you're getting ready to start seeking out some romantic adventures here. That's what the guide's phrase is, romantic adventures for some of you. For some of you, I feel that you are going to be making a new friend that turns into romance for you. That's another reason the Lovers is coming up here. And I feel it's also showing up to tell me that you are going to be getting a lot of satisfaction right now. You're going to be getting satisfaction in what you're doing. So to me, this is satisfaction. If you're opening a new business, I feel you're getting it with that. If you are needing somebody new that starts out as a friend and it turns into more, you're getting satisfaction with that. I just feel it's coming up in different ways, but it's coming up in a positive sense. So for some of you, it's romance. For some of you, it's to do with business. For both of you, regardless of what the reason is, it's satisfaction. I feel if you're already married, that some of you Aries are going to start dusting off your good clothes and nice, fancy duds and going out and revitalizing your relationship, like putting the spark back in it, like going out on date nights together as a couple. So if you're coupled in a romantic partnership with someone, or you're married and you've been with them for a while, for some of you, it's, to put some fire back in your love life again. I feel that's why it's coming up here for many of you. And the last card you have in the tarot portion of your reading today, Aries, you have, as I already mentioned before, the Nine of Rods. And the Nine of Rods to me is a card that symbolizes being prepared and ready for any kind of battle or anything coming at you. It's also a card to me that can symbolize being suspicious, having suspicions about someone or something. I do feel that many of you Aries are working very hard at accomplishing something right now. So, and they said the word utilities to me. So I feel like some of you are really, this is like you're putting a lot of work and effort. I don't feel you're coasting or skating along. There's some of you that have really, really poured a lot of time, effort, and energy into something. That's what they're talking about with this card. I feel that you are going to be receiving a lot of gratitude and thanks, Aries, especially in this month of June, especially towards the end. Once we get out of retrograde, I feel like from the 14th on for you, it comes up to me, you're going to start seeing this gratitude and thanks coming to you from people. Whether you're a working Aries or you're not, if you're a stay-at-home mom or you're a stay-at-home dad or you're retired right now or you're just out of work, you're going to be getting like gratitude for something that you've done from people around you, family, children, spouses, loved ones, whatever, neighborhood, any community jobs you're doing or things you're doing to help people, helping the elderly or helping your, declining family, parents, or, helping out anybody, you're going to be getting gratitude and thanks. If you're the hardworking, doing work, like at a job work, you're going to be getting gratitude and thanks from people in relation to that. But gratitude and thanks comes up here for you Aries, whether you're non-working Aries or working Aries. Wow, you got to get prepared. Get prepared, get things in alignment and get ready, because the next step that comes up is a big one. So I feel like get all your ducks in a row, get prepared, because if you feel like you've been stuck or stalled, or you feel like I'm coming up on the verge of something, but it hasn't happened yet, be prepared because it's getting ready to happen. So I feel like, they're not using the word breakthrough to me, but I feel like you're ready for a leap or a jump or a breakthrough of some sort is about ready to happen for you, Aries. So you're like on the crest of the wave, or you're on the verge of it happening. Wow, you're getting ready to get a new lease on life, and the old, this is a weird phrase. They're saying the old is going to become new again. So I feel like things that you valued that were old things from the past and maybe forgotten about, new value comes to these old things. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I don't know what old things they're referring to, quite frankly. Great opportunities are getting ready to abound for you here, Aries. You're on the verge. I feel some of you could be getting an interesting contract presented to you, or some kind of interesting arrangement is getting ready to come to you. And I feel that when this gets presented to you, you will be seeking help or advice from outside sources, like getting assistance or advice from outside sources when this comes up to help you make the decisions you need to do, because this is big stuff, Aries. It's big stuff, and it's positive for you. So I'm happy for you, Aries. I'm happy. I know you got some cards here. I know you, Aries, a lot of times you feel like you don't have good readings. I know sometimes that comes up. I feel like you had some good, you had some bad, you had a little confusing in the center there. I don't know. You had all over the boards, I feel like, for you, Aries. So in your outcome card of the Tony Carmine Salerno's Angels, Gods, and Goddesses card, you got the Goddess of Strength. And you know what? I think you got strength in the mid-month tarot one card draw, but not from this deck. But I believe you got strength card on that. Goddess of Strength, it says, stand up for what you believe. You will gain respect by holding your ground. Way to go, Aries. Hold your ground. There's a newness to everything you're going to be doing, or are doing, or getting ready to do. And I'm hearing everything sparkling and new. And I hear you're going to be teaching others and helping them along on their path. So you have to think on that, how you're teaching others and helping them along on your path, their path. That could be your children. That could be, you could be doing that at your job. It could also be in a spiritual sense. You're going to remake yourself and reinvent yourself. I'm hearing that, Aries. So some of you are going to be reinventing yourself and showing up like something new, like somebody new. So I feel like in some ways you're going to be changing your appearance, not drastically necessarily, but anything that makes you feel like you look like someone new. And I feel like there is a real good chance of strong financial gain coming to you either between now and February, or when by the time you're in February, or in February, real strong financial gain for you. But I feel like it is coming, especially between now and then. They're saying you're getting a makeover. So some of you are actually going to be getting some kind of makeover, but this is all, part and parcel with everything that's going on here. It's not just, it's connected to other things while you're doing it. It's all to, regain your self-esteem or strengthen your sense of self and give you more self-confidence, give you more oomph. Not that you don't look great the way you are, Aries. It's just the messages I'm hearing. I feel like this is something you want to do for you. It's going to help you in your presentation of yourself and what you're going to do and the big things and changes that are coming for you. So Aries, I want to say, I hope this reading made sense to you, and I certainly hope it was of help to you. I truly do. Thank you so much for watching and sharing and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do appreciate that. please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because then you will be getting informed of any new changes or new things coming up to my channel, and I would like to keep you informed of those changes. I think I have to change some of my settings on YouTube. I don't think I had it set exactly right. I'm still, learning my way through the maze of the internet. I'm not necessarily savvy, but I've certainly taught myself a lot, so I have to change some settings to make sure that the people that are subscribing to me are getting notifications when I'm posting videos and the mid-month videos and anything else that I will be doing and adding. So be sure to stay tuned for that. I will certainly appreciate that if you would do it. Thank you so much. And I want to say to you, Aries, I hope you have a peaceful and beautiful and happy month of June, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace. I get some emails of some frequently asked questions that I'd like to address here. If you have scheduled a private reading with me, please take note of the time zone. When you scheduled your appointment with me, you received an email confirmation stating that that was scheduled for East Coast time. I am on the East Coast of the United States, so please be sure to check a time zone converter, or else you might be getting a psychic wake-up call. So be sure to check that out. Also, please make sure to make your payments at the time you schedule your reading. I do have to go through the unpaid appointments and cancel them and open it up to the long wait list. I really don't want to cancel your appointment, especially if you've been waiting for quite a few months for your appointment. So please, to secure your appointment time with me, please make your payment at the time you book your appointment. Thank you for that. Also, please be sure to look at the policies on the same order page, because I have many issues of missed appointments due to incorrect phone numbers entered in on the online scheduling system, or phone numbers that have not been updated. So please make sure to check on that. Also, due to time zone confusion, again, it is listed on my order page. I'm on the East Coast, and you get the email confirmation also stating that. So please make note, I am on the East Coast. That is the time you booked for. All steps are on my order page on how to book a reading with me. I get many emails where people say, how do you book an appointment? If you go to my website and go to my order page, the steps are listed there 1 through 5 on how to schedule your appointment and how to make your payment, and that it is East Coast time. So please be sure to check that out if you're interested in booking a reading with me. Also, if you're interested in booking a reading with me, take note as well that it is booking 8 months out now, 8 and 9 months out now, January and February time frames. So if you are not able to wait 8 months or 9 months to get your appointment, I know it's very long. Please don't schedule unless you can wait that long. I don't like to keep people waiting, but I get many requests for people asking me if they can move their appointment up sooner. And very often I really can't do that. The wait list is so long, I have no way to bump other people off because you may be feeling like you need the reading right now. Most people feel like they need the reading right now. So I really can't do that. So please make note of that. Only schedule with me if you are willing to wait the 8 to 9 months. I truly thank you for all the outpouring of interest I've received and all the many, many appointments I've received of viewers that have booked private readings with me. I truly appreciate it. I really look forward to connecting with you, and, keep watching these videos because you never know what's going to come up next. You never know what opportunities or things may be coming up, some changes maybe in the future of, different things that are going to happen here with this channel. So please be sure to stay tuned. And if you've had any questions about any of the things I've discussed, please go to my website. Everything you need to know is really on that order page. I look forward to doing more psychic readings for you. Thank you.